Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, welcome back. So today's reading is messages to you from your Divine Masculine. It's going to work a little bit differently and I'll talk about how in a minute, but first I just want to point out that hurrah, Mercury is in retrograde. But to be honest, I mean, when is it not in retrograde? I wouldn't let it worry you too much, but be aware of communication, how you're coming across, how you're receiving other people's communication, contracts, things like that. Just double check these things. The second thing I want to say is I had a channeled message come through, or a channeled song rather, this morning. Pretty random. It's from S Club 7. I don't know if you've even heard of them or if you remember S Club 7. The song is called Have You Ever? So please don't Google it or go on YouTube expecting to find a masterpiece, but I think the lyrics are probably quite relevant to many of you. And it was very insistent as a message. So have a look. See if you think that's a message for you. Okay, so how is this reading going to work? I'm also going to look at messages from your Divine Masculine to their karmic partner. So what would your person say, your Divine Masculine or your soulmate, to their karmic if they were being open and honest? Now, I'm timestamping this reading for a few reasons. The first is that some of you just absolutely do not want to know, you don't care, you don't want to focus energy in that direction, which I completely understand. Some of you, your people don't have karmic, so it's not relevant. And others of you, I don't know, maybe, you just want to get to the point of what your Divine Masculine wants to say to you. So click the description box, go right to the bottom, and you will find a timestamp, and that will take you to our regular messages from your Divine Masculine to you. So if you want to, you can completely ignore the first part of this video. And the messages to you part, it won't overlap. I won't mention the karmic or anything like that. But if you are interested in what your person would say to their karmic, I'm assuming they have one, because you kind of want to know what they're holding back or what the situation is between them, then we'll do that first. Now, when I say karmic, I am talking about spouse, soulmate, a relationship that might be anywhere from wonderful to disastrous. I'm just using karmic as a kind of a term, it makes it easier for me to do the reading. The other thing I want to say is I have no idea what's going to come out in the messages to the karmic, so possible trigger warning, I don't know, we'll have to see. Okay, so like I said, if you're not interested in this, click the timestamp and you can go straight to see what your Divine Masculine or soulmate wants to say to you. Okay, so Spirit, please bring in the highest and best messages for my viewers. Share everything that you can with them at this time. And can you show us, please, to start with, what their Divine Masculines or soulmates would truly want to say to their karmics if they were speaking their highest truth? What would they say to their karmic partners? What would their messages to their karmic partners be? Okay, so obviously this won't work if the third energy is something like an addiction. It does have to be a person. Okay, first of all, I can tell you that what your person would say to their karmic is, I'm not happy here. This situation we're in, this maybe home that we share together, it stresses me out mentally. It makes me feel panicked. I don't feel comfortable here, and I genuinely feel that if I moved on, it would be better for me. Moving to smoother water, I would feel emotionally calmer as well. Wow. They were. Now remember, we're removing all blockages, ego, fears, getting straight to the messages, and I just saw the number 414. They would say to the karmic, I haven't been honest with you. There is something I have been keeping back. There's something I have been hiding. Partly, I have been hiding the fact that this connection, this situation is wounding me emotionally and, as I said before, psychologically, but also I have an interest that's elsewhere. I've been keeping up a mask, a front. I haven't been authentic with you. I would like to go my own way. The Nine of Pentacles, I would like to be single and independent. If they're together, your karmic, your Divine Masculine or soulmate and their karmic for finances, Your divine masculine / soulmate would tell the karmic that, you know, they'd rather just divide up what they have and go their own way. With the Nine of Pentacles, it's almost as though your person, your divine masculine soulmate, only wants to step away if they're going to be very stable, more than stable, very comfortable. So they might, if they're being honest with the karmic, say, I am only here because of finances, because we have this home together, possibly because of family, but it seems mainly because of something to do with the 3D, something material. But in my heart, I am actually single. I am separate from you. Okay, what else would the divine masculines and soulmates say to their karmics, please? You know, this is really coming from a place, I feel a lot of sadness, actually. You know, I feel your person saying, we've tried to make this work, but this is actually wounding me. Right now, I'm not necessarily seeing a lot of anger or anything like that, and that it could just be the energy I'm tapping into right now, but it's like they're saying, look, we've tried. We may even have gone through many difficult times, and we've kept coming back together, but it's, you know, I've never really healed. You know, the scar keeps reopening. The Three of Swords reversed. You know, we get so far and then we fall back into an argument or a fight, or we start throwing things at each other from the past and digging up each other's flaws, that sort of thing. And I mean, you know, you can see these cards yourself. We've got the Seven of Swords, the Three of Swords. We have the Six of Swords wanting to move on. Wow. Your person would say, I have been watching someone else, but I have also been thinking about and looking into ways that I could make this move, that I could make this transition. I've been researching, gathering information, maybe even speaking to people. I heard an accountant speaking to an accountant about their finances. Yeah, the Two of Pentacles. Okay, juggling, trying to keep afloat. Your person might feel very under pressure. They've got a lot of responsibilities, that sort of thing. They're trying to keep everything going. They're trying to put on a brave face. But it's really getting to them. And every time, you know, with this Ace of Cups, every time your person and their karmic tries to have another go or a new beginning, and I do feel that within this connection there have been many cycles, it just ends badly. The old same triggers, wounds, issues come back to surface. Okay. Yeah, okay. The King of Swords reversed. Your person has been holding a lot back from their karmic. They have not been honest. The King of Swords reversed can even be a liar, a deliberate liar, a manipulator. Your person has not been telling their karmic that they want to leave, they want to go, they want to be single. The Nine of Pentacles. If you think of the Rider-Waite-Smith tarot, the Nine of Pentacles is the woman, you know, in the field with all of the wealth, abundance. She has her bird, she's dressed in a beautiful outfit, you know, she has everything, but she is by herself. She doesn't need anyone, she's not with anyone. And that's what your person, you know, that's the position they want to be in. I think that your person, your divine masculine or your soulmate, would also tell the karmic, I just don't feel that we can communicate. I speak and I feel like you don't hear, you don't understand. And I genuinely can't understand where you're coming from either. You know, I can't connect with you. You say something and I feel like I've reacted, I've responded, you've asked me to do something, I've done it, but you're not happy. I don't understand what the problem is. With this Ace of Cups, you know, in the Page of Swords, your person would say that they have a love interest elsewhere. You. That they're watching you from afar, most likely, that you've awakened something within them, this Kundalini energy, this fiery, passionate energy that they haven't really felt before, and it's only serving to highlight the distance in this connection. You know, I heard the word dryness. This connection, I feel, is about practicality. They're with this person simply because they are. They're still with this person because they were already with this person, not because of anything else. you know, if they met now, they wouldn't get together. There's a lot of sadness here, and there's a lot of, it's almost like resignation, just one day throwing their hands up and saying, look, let's just accept it. We have really tried. This has been difficult. It's been painful. I'm not angry. I don't want to fight. I just want to go. I just need to leave. That's what I'm feeling here. Wow, okay. So where are we in terms of time? So I can timestamp, I think about 10, let's say 10:30. Okay, and before we move on to the next reading, let's sage the deck, sage the space. Will it light? Will it take? Yes, okay, good. So let's sage the space, sage the deck. Okay. Okay, so let's see what your divine masculine or soulmate wants to say to you, the divine feminine watching, or soulmate watching. Okay. So, Spirit, please show us what are the messages, please, from the divine masculines, from the soulmates of my viewers watching. And the reason I include soulmates as well is because what I'm absolutely not saying that every soulmate connection is the same as a twin flame connection, but I am definitely saying that some soulmate connections can tap into the twin flame dynamic, which is why for many of you who book personal readings with me and we're clarifying what kind of connection you're in, it comes through as soulmate because you've tapped into the journey, the dynamic, the, I suppose, mission of twin flame, so it can resonate. And you will be the best judge of what's going on here, what's resonating with you, what's not, what kind of connection you're in. Okay, so Spirit, please show us, what do the divine masculines and soulmates have to say to my viewers? What are their messages here? Justice, we have Libra energy. And you know what's really interesting? I didn't feel guided at all to talk about the signs or elements when we were doing the previous spread. So to me, that just tells me that that was a really, when I want to say broad energy, but that makes it sound like it's not really applicable, it's just kind of generic. But what I mean is an all-encompassing, overwhelming feeling that's coming through. Okay, so we have Libra energy here. We've got one on the floor, let me get it. Leo energy. So you could have Leo in your chart, or Libra, or your person might. Wow, your person would say to you, it's breaking my heart and it's driving me insane psychologically. What is it specifically that's driving them insane and breaking their heart? The fact that they have to make a decision. You know, whatever your person has to make a decision about, it's quite difficult for them. Maybe they have to overcome a wound to be with you. They have to change the way they're living, the way they think about things, the relationships around them in order to be with you. Something quite significant has to change, and they feel a bit powerless. And it's almost like it's got to the point where not making a decision is more disempowering, it's more anxiety inducing and pain inducing than either decision, you know? So it's time to make a decision is what I'm seeing here. Okay, what was on the back that I want to show you? The Four of Cups. Yes, they see this opportunity. Make no mistake, your person is very aware that there is love here between you both. And that you're both kind of, I'm seeing two people standing, it's almost like, think of the ocean and land either side of the ocean, seeing this cup between them, both of them thinking, well, are we going to do anything with this, or should we turn around and walk away and just leave it to sink in the ocean? You know, what should we do here? And your person cannot decide. And they're going around and around and around. And they, you know, it would be so much better for them to make a decision. Okay. They would tell you that you balance them out perfectly. You feel like the person, the soul that they have been waiting for their entire lives. We have the yin, we have the yang energy here. The ways in which you complement one another, challenge one another, to your person is perfect, if difficult at times. I feel that your connection has probably, it has triggered your person, and maybe you've been triggered as well. But even that has been good because you've helped each other you've exposed wounds in one another, helping each other to heal. And that's exactly, what this sort of twin flame dynamic does. We have the sun, so healing is occurring. Your person sees you as their life force. Also, I'm hearing a star, which I don't normally get for this card, but you might be either in the public eye in some way, or you receive a lot of attention from people, but you have this really vibrant, warm, inviting energy. People love to be around you, and I'm hearing people want to get to know you more. So whatever kind of connection that people have with you generally, these people who can see you, it's like they want more. So let's say you have a working relationship with these people. They would love to be your friend. Or if you have a friendship, they kind of want to be your most intimate friend. It's like people want more of your energy. And this is how your person feels about you, and this is how they're viewing you. And this is kind of what they're making of your life and what's going on in your life at the moment, and watching you and how people interact with you. I don't actually feel any jealousy, at least not yet, which we get quite often. I feel pride that your person kind of thinks, yeah, this is a person I have this amazing connection with. And this is someone really special. And it's not just me who recognizes it. Okay. For some of you, you may have already been in a established connection, like a relationship with your person, and it broke down. And there was some regret, sadness, space, distance. Your person's wanting to come back around to this. They're moving out of any kind of low vibrational energy, self-pity, regret, that sort of thing. Now, for others of you, you won't have had this commitment, but as with that cup that was hovering, there was the potential here for a serious amount of happiness and joy. And even if you've never spoken about this, your person knows it, they felt it. We have the sun, they know there could be such happiness here, but something has happened. Maybe they walked away, maybe you walked away, maybe things are just taking so long that it feels like this spark is fading out. And they were sad about this, they were disappointed, but now they're pulling themselves out of this energy. We still have some sadness here, some worry, some fear, but that's not about your connection, that's about them. This decision they have to make. Let's look into this decision a little bit more. This will vary depending on your situation, and you're going to know what this is. This energy here to me right now is representing the biggest obstacle. So whoever is in the way of your connection moving forward, whether it's a mindset, whether it's an addiction to anything, a person, location, work, whatever, your person's got to choose one thing or the other, basically you or the other thing, moving forward with this connection or the other thing, being healthy or something toxic. Tell me about this Two of Swords, please. Okay, we've got a few here. Let's see. Yeah, see, the first thing we can see, breaking a tradition, breaking maybe even something that has a contract, signatures attached to it. But the Hierophant has the weight of sometimes decades, centuries behind it. So this feels, no wonder, it feels like a big thing to them. Yeah. Standing in their truth, taking off this mask. I feel that for many of you, you've woken something up within your person, your divine masculine or soulmate, and it's making them want to live the kind of life that is so different to where they are now, and they're worried how their friends would react, their family, how would their practical reality be impacted, so many things. Really going within, deeply thinking about this. We have Virgo and Taurus energy here as well. We also have Sagittarius energy. So they have a lot of passion for you. They would love to just pack a bag, an overnight bag, leave their entire lives behind, their old lives, come towards you and rebuild. There is a message that's pending. You've probably felt that this has been circulating for a while. And here's that Four of Cups again that we were talking about before. They are focused on this. They do know this. The moon is reversed here. It's down. It's not the prevalent energy because they're seeing clearly. It's not a secret to them. They know what this connection is, and they know what it means, you know, and the changes it means they're going to have to make. But yes, the Hierophant, it could be religion, community, familial traditions. It could be marriage. It could be spirituality. Some of them might find, if you're very spiritual, they might find it difficult, or tapping into their own spirituality more might be troublesome, that sort of thing. But yeah, there's a decision they have to make that they are very afraid of. Okay. This person, oh, look. Yeah, see, there's some distance here. This person loves you. We have the King of Cups. The King of Cups, he's very mature in his feelings. He's very stable with his emotions, which is great. But he can be very stoic. He can sit next to you day after day after day and be completely in love with you, but never say anything. Remember, this Page of Cups is reversed. Now, we're hoping that your person isn't going to be that King of Cups that doesn't say anything ever. We're hoping that they will make a decision here and say something to you. But this is what's keeping things dark. They need to tell you about their feelings. Maybe your person talks to you or has told you about work, family, finances, anything, whatever, passion. But when it comes to saying anything that makes them feel vulnerable, and it seems like they perceive being emotionally available and open as vulnerability, that's when they become closed off, stoic. Maybe even a little bit cold and controlling. You know, they want the emotional side of things to unfold in a way that they feel comfortable with. And it is keeping things stuck. So if you've been wondering, does my person even care? Yeah, they care a lot, but they're not speaking this at this time. So your person's main message to you is they're seeing you shine, they're seeing your abundance, and they love it. They love that other people recognize how special you are, because to them, they feel like you're already together, whatever your situations. So they feel pride, they feel, you know, proud. It's almost like saying, everybody really admires, you know, my partner, and I feel so proud to be with them, that sort of thing. That's how they feel about you and what they're seeing. They also want to say that there is something very big here they need to face head on, that they need to break away from, and it's very challenging for them. But they do love you, even if they're not saying it, and even if this lack of communication and this difficulty communicating their emotions is keeping things stuck. Okay, so I'll leave it here for today. Thank you for watching. I hope this helped. If you'd like to book a reading with me, the link is in the description box below. I'll be back on Friday and we'll have a look at what's hidden from you. So that could be anything in the 3D, something in the 5D. It could be to do directly with your person, or something Spirit's working on to bring into your connection. Okay, take care. Bye.